So you got the edit, right? To start off the edit, I have all my clips and audio set, and if you don't know how to like cut clips and add audios, I'll explain that in a different video or later. I'm kind of bad at explaining, so sorry if this doesn't come out like right. And I might be a little bad at explaining, but just please bear with me. I'm trying to make this as easy as possible as it can be for you guys to understand what I'm trying to like explain. So what you're going to want to start off with is click on the first clip, and you're going to want to scroll to the beginning of the clip, and this part's very important. You want to make sure there's minimal space between your like bar and the beginning of the clip. Now that you're at the beginning of the clip, you're going to want to click this button over here, which is a keyframe, and a keyframe it basically allows you to define an object's value, shape, size, color, appearance, and how it changes over time. Now that you have a keyframe at the front of your clip, you're going to slide your bar over to the end of your clip and do the same exact thing. Add a keyframe. Now you're going to move your bar to hover over the first keyframe so it turns pink. You're going to scroll at the bottom until you find something that says basic. Then you're going to click on basic. Then what you're going to want to do is open to scale. So your workspace is open to scale. Now what you're going to want to do is move the scale up so the numbers go up. I usually do around like 565, but that's depending on what my clips like lengths are. The main goal is just to try to get it like more zoomed in than it was in the beginning, so make that possible for your edit. Now that it's more zoomed in, you're going to see that it gets less zoomed in over time thanks to the keyframe. And this is what your edit should look like so far. And right between the introduction and the edit, I'm just gonna add a transition because like it makes it look so much cleaner. If you do not have Pro, which I do highly recommend, because if that's something you're interested in, it will help you tremendously. I usually do a white flash, but I'm gonna go like look at non-Pro transition for you guys that don't have Pro, and I'll come back to you with what I find. Okay, that took me like 6 minutes, but I finally found white flash, which is non-Pro, and it looks just like the one I use. And the edit might look a little weird right now, but I promise you it's going to get better. It's just the beginning of the edit. Now you're going to go back to your first clip, and you're going to use your bar and slide over to the last keyframe. Now that you're hovering over the last keyframe, you're going to want to scroll until you find opacity. I really hope I'm saying that correctly. Please correct me. So what you're going to want to do is make the opacity around 29. That's good. And what this is going to do is make the clip fade out from the beginning to end. Here's an example. Then all the other steps are really tiring but easy. It's just the same exact thing, but you have to do it for all the other clips. So add 2 keyframes, go to the first keyframe, then scroll till you find basic. Then make sure that you scale to a higher number so that the clip is zoomed in. Then get out of scale once you're done. Scroll till you find opacity. Make the opacity 29 and keep doing that. I'm gonna just speed it up so you guys can see it. Editor, speed it up. Aww. I know you all want to see my beautiful editing. How mine looks when it's done. Okay, so here's another really easy part. You're going to go to the first clip, go to your bars in the middle of it, then click this button right here, which is graphs. Then you're going to click customize or personalize, but if you don't have that, click linear, and then click edit, which allows you to personalize a blank one. Then you're going to go and add 2 beats wherever you want. So what you're going to do is now you're going to move the beats, and the bar will change with it too. So you're going to move beat 1 right over here on this line, and you're going to go over to beat 2 and move it to the center line. Don't worry, that's just my mom telling my dog to go outside. So this part is also like super easy again. It's just very repetitive. You're going to do all of what I just showed you again, and it's going to look super clean in the end. So just keep doing that for all the clips, and I'll speed it up again, but I won't add those cringy sound effects because that took all the sanity out of my life. sanity. Yeah. Okay, yeah, speed it up. Okay, so this is the part where you have to be really careful, and like this could mess up your whole work if you don't do it correctly. You're gonna want to delete the first clip, then go to export your project, wait till that's done, so you have just the editing clip, not the introduction. Immediately once it's done exporting, you want to go and press redo and add back your introduction clip, and it should work just fine. Then what you're going to do is add the thing that you just exported. And it's just going to blend in really nice. Like, look. Because the song is repetitive, it, like, how it says, like, oh, got your heart in a headlock. And then it says, like, you know you're better than this. Those, like, have the same exact rhythm and beat. So it's going to align with the edit. And you can just edit. You don't have to do anything to that second clip because we already did all the editing and hard parts. I'm gonna add white flash again. You can do the non-pro white flash if you want, but it just makes it look so much cleaner with the transitions, so I highly recommend doing that too. And then at the end there's gonna be a little space left, so I'm just gonna put my watermark. And if you have a watermark, you can put it too. If you don't have a watermark, I'll explain how to do that in another video. It's just, this is kind of my first editing tutorial, and I don't know what I need to cover and how, like, beginner based some people are. And I'm not saying I'm pro, I'm just saying, like, some people don't know what that means, and that's totally understandable. Also, right here, I'm gonna add another white flash because I love white flashes and I'm obsessed with them. And then your edit should be done. This is how mine looks in the end, just because I want to go over it again. And I'm gonna go over coloring because I added coloring and like panning and other stuff like that. Not panning on this video, but like I'll do that. I just like don't want to do it right now. But thank you for watching so much. Please subscribe so I have more motivation to do more videos. Bye.